Hey guys, welcome to another David Zimaleta. Today I actually want to make a video for you guys. There's a good possibility that this information is going to be kind of helpful. I'm not saying this is going to solve your issue, but here's the problem. In this printer right here, which is my spare printer, I started getting a code turbo under boost condition detected. It's trying to say supercharge or turbo, like the computer doesn't know because it's a generic code. I never got this code before. So I was kind of thinking, what's going on? Is my turbo actuator going out? Should I maybe replace that? Is there like maybe that little thing, what it's called on the turbo?
Oh, actuator. The wastegate valve.
The wastegate valve, yeah, exactly. So possibly it was kind of getting stuck or whatnot, and it might still be going on. But here's what happened, guys. Finally, I got an inside story of kind of like what's going on. Today, I was actually driving to Home Depot with my buddy Joe here. Thanks for stopping by the way.
Sure.
It's
no
only
problem.
20 miles, right?
Yep.
Yeah. He came all the way from Pennsylvania to South Carolina, you know. What an awesome guy. But anyways, we're driving, you know, like today to Home Depot to pick up some more supplies, and my Sprinter was driving slow, and I keep basically deleting the code with my computer. And sometimes it was working, sometimes it wasn't. And then all of a sudden, it's like, wow, the engine experienced freedom. Like it just wants to pull all of a sudden, like it's good. But then we started hearing this rattling. We're like thinking, what is this rattling going on here? And I was kind of thinking, okay, this is probably the heat shield, you know, underneath the exhaust, you know, and it was. But why would it be rattling all of a sudden? Like the heat shield just doesn't bend and all of a sudden you get like rattling. Turns out the exhaust pipe completely broke off from the actual muffler, and the actual muffler was going up and down, rattling. And now all of a sudden we actually got boost, like we actually could go like good, except for having this rattling. So I went underneath, I bent the heat shield just a little bit to keep it from rattling. So this brings us to the next point. As you can see, we got that saw back there. What's it really called?
Sawzall.
Sawzall, yeah. Could never really remember that. But basically we got the saws over here, and I'm just gonna go ahead, climb underneath, and I'm going to cut off the muffler because I'm building a race car, guys. This Sprinter is going to be on the track pretty soon, so I need the loudest exhaust possible.
It's also called a reciprocating saw.
Exactly,
So
reciprocating
we're
saw.
gonna hack this thing right off.
Exactly, exactly.
And get more flow, more horsepower.
Yeah. Exactly. We're gonna put like a 3/4 inch pipe on there. 3-inch pipe. We'll put the 3-inch, maybe even the 4 stuff, and maybe put like a big bucket in the back. How the racers do it, you know, on YouTube. Probably do something like that. This is going to be the only Sprinter in America that has this type of build. We're probably gonna have a lot of jealous Sprinter owners, but don't be jealous. If you want that modification, just let me know. More than happy to do it. But anyways, for now we're gonna just cut it off and get probably better down pressure, whether that's true or not. But it feels like it's so much stronger now. Like, so anyways.
Maybe we'll put 2 turbos on.
2 turbo. Yeah, exactly. Double turbo. Double the horsepower. I actually have a couple turbos lying around. We're probably gonna make a dual exhaust, dual turbos. Maybe even add a supercharger somewhere in the pipe. You know, we could do all kinds of crazy stuff. When your turbo goes out, all of a sudden you know you could just use a supercharger, just plug and play, and that's it. You know, no purchase necessary. But anyways, guys, old joke aside, I'm going to keep you updated. I'm gonna continue this video, kind of like driving. We're still gonna go somewhere, but we're gonna cut it off and enjoy more horsepower on the Sprinter. You know, we're probably adding about 50 horsepower by doing this.
Yeah,
More like 10. But I think original PSI on the turbo is like 4. So like keep getting the turbo under boost condition detected. Like that was really blowing my mind. I'm thinking, what's going on? I never experienced this code in past 10 years. Never had a turbo failure. So when I hear guys telling me I just put in a new turbo for $7,000, I'm screaming in my head thinking, how do you get ripped off like that? That's just really crazy. Like how do you get charged $7,000 for some kind of turbo job, and some people $5,000? And they still got that problem because usually it's not turbo under boost. Well, it's not turbo under boost, it's over boost condition detected. So in this case, the turbo actuator will actually shut off the turbo because it's pumping too much, and it could blow your head gasket. So you don't want that to happen. So the turbo actuator, it's actually doing its job. But I'm kind of thinking, what happened when it's under boost? Like, how's my turbo creating less boost? Like, that just doesn't happen. So obviously it's not a leak. So it's either a bad turbo, but I think in my case, it was just an exhaust. It's sold, so rusted, probably rusted out inside because it's been sitting for the past 2 years. So it caused like basically problems, you know, some kind of blockage, you know, and now it's free. And I'm gonna give it all the freedom in the world, guys. Once I cut it off, I'll let you hear the performance sound, and so that's coming next. So here we go. You don't have to really go up close. If you need to, there's a... Guys, this is the way you cut springs.
Go.
Hey guys, I finally cut off my exhaust pipe. Well, more like the muffler with its catalytic converters. I'm gonna show it to you in a second, but I got a few tips for you guys in order, you know, to actually cut it down properly. Guys, I use this tip here. Look at this. This is a brand new blade here, and I pretty much grind those teeth down. Look, you can see those clearly, and I'm gonna actually show you how. Like, this is like so weird. This is supposed to be like this really cool metal cutting Diablo steel, you know, type of a blade. But let me show you which part actually cut good and which one didn't. The portion I was trying to cut off. Now, over here, when I was cutting it, right close, this is where I didn't really want to cut. And like pretty much, you know, like on that side right there. Like I would cut it and it was like, just like really like not cutting good. But for some reason, kind of like in front of it, it would cut just fine. But I actually ended up using a different type of blade. Let me kind of show you what I did underneath my vehicle. But before I do, does this look like a catalytic converter to you guys? What is this, like a double cat type of system? I think it very well can be. I believe this was the contributing factor. These two things, they probably already like exceeded their lifespan, and there's some blockage inside. I tried to basically look inside of this pipe. Gosh, this stuff is heavy. I even lifted it up all the way to the sun, and I cannot see right through it, guys. But over here, as you can see, guys, this is where my pipe fell off. Basically clean off, just rusted off. So yeah, I just get rid of it. So let me show you exactly. I'm going to show you guys. This is the pipe that I basically cut off right there. As you can see, it's got like a couple fittings there that actually hold it in place. But if I need to, I could actually put on this whole exhaust system. That one's actually good. I pulled it off from one of my vans, so I'm kind of like storing it underneath. This is what I cut off here. And as you can see inside of the pipe, there you have it. This is my turbo downpipe. So let's turn it on and see how loud it is. Down here, guys, there's my remaining type of pipe. I'm gonna have to do a quick test, and then I'm actually gonna pull that pipe off and relieve some of the weight that I actually have, and you know, just try to drive it, see how it drives. Guys, that's what I'm talking about. Let's give this van a try. Let's see what kind of monster it is now. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So let's see if it performs as good as it sounds. I need to set up a mountain here now. So let's see now. First, we're going to do a little warm up. Oh, it's performance. It's definitely performance, guys. This thing is like 0 to 60 in 3 seconds now. Okay, so let's see. Let's see how quickly it accelerates. Here we go. Okay guys, I don't want to go much faster on this little road here. This is just a little back street. Guys, it feels much stronger. I could feel the turbo spinning like really good. So now we're gonna do right here where it's a 55-mile-an-hour zone. Try to test it over here. And keep in mind, the engine's like not even warm up. I probably should have warmed up the engine. It's a little slow start in the beginning, but once the exhausts start pumping, this thing really accelerates. Guys, if you have a performance sprinter like this, that's the way you do it, guys. Oh yeah, this is definitely nice. I'm loving it. Oh, this is much nicer now, man. Man, it feels good to really figure out these problems, man. I'm telling you guys. I hope this will solve your turbo underboost condition, because this is what mine was, and now it's fixed. Man, this thing just wants to go, guys. I'm not lead-footed, man. It just feels like it wants to go now, guys. It's so much faster, man. I'm telling you, like, this is crazy. Oh my goodness, this is just fast now. Let me just try to, man, it feels like I'm barely driving now at the speed. Like, it just basically, it's so much easier for the engine to just work. Like, it's crazy. Like, man, look at this. $420,000 mile Sprinter, guys. Yeah, 421,000 now. This is performing like it's better than you. I'm telling you. I love the sound of it too, man. This thing is performance, man. That's what I'm talking about. Looks like the turbo's fine. I bet if you would actually take this to a shop, they're gonna tell you you're gonna need a new turbo. Oh, it's under boost. You're gonna need a new turbo, new actuator. Guys, all you really need is just to think and just get rid of the problem. Basically, get rid of the restricted airflow. It's being restricted. Look how much I just boosted performance like out of nothing. I have a short exhaust. I could hear the pipe a little bit now, but man, I totally enjoy it. Guys, this like feels like a Mustang now, I'm telling you. 5-cylinder Sprinter, man. I'm gonna drive kinda easy on these type of roads here. This is my park here. This is where my lake is. And for my favorite viewers, guys, you could come here with me and we could go on a boat and go some fishing or something, you know, or just boating, or maybe like using some jet skis, man. I love this area, man. This is like my favorite spot. I mean, look at it, like it's awesome. But what we're gonna test here, guys, is uphill performance. Now look, guys, people have boats, they bring it down here, they park, plenty of parking. This is completely free, so all you have to do is just come here and just enjoy this lake. But let's see the performance now, us actually going up the hill. Let me see if I could get some spin. Guys, that's crazy. How do you like this, man? I'm telling you, I'm excited about turbos for a reason, man. It's like, if you know what you're doing, you can make it really go fast. I got rid of basically all the problems that it had, and because the boost could not get out fast enough, guys. That's why I was under boost. It was restricted airflow, and now I'm driving slow behind this guy with this little bolt thing. Like, that thing just wants to go. Oh my, man. I'm loving this. I could actually hear the turbo spin. The only thing it's missing is a blow-off valve, guys. That would be actually really fun. Oh, and another thing's missing. It needs a K&N filter. I'm gonna check what kind of filter I have, guys. I haven't even checked the filter. I bet the filter could be dirty by now. Like, I've really never checked the filter on this one. This thing was parked for such a long time because it needed like a rear differential, and it needed like a drive shaft. It needed alternator, but like it needed like a lot of stuff. And then it needed brake lines. to add to the mix. But guys, these sprinters are awesome. If you know what you're doing, man, it's going to cost you not a lot of money to try to actually fix these type of issues, guys. I'm telling you, like, I'm so happy now. So let's have a little bit more fun. This guy to just basically just drive, so he's not gonna be in my way. And of course I got a little bit more traffic that's coming this way. And then I'm gonna gun it, man. Now the engine's actually warmed up. I want to actually time the 0 to 60 if possible. Look, we're already doing 40, guys. And 60. This is faster than a lot of cars out there, guys. This is a van. Look at this. This is one performance van, guys. I wasn't kidding when I was telling you guys. I was getting ready to do some performance on this thing. I know I was joking around with some little pipes, guys. That's just the thing you don't need. You don't need no little pipes. You need some big pipe. I bet a 3-inch pipe would be just nice for this thing. But the way things are, whatever pipe size this is, probably 2.5 inch, it's fine. Or 2 1/4, whatever. It's fine for it. This is just a 5-cylinder, guys. But it's perfect now. It's so fast. I'm loving it. I'm just loving it, guys. And believe it or not, guys, where the muffler was, where I cut it off, I'm just gonna leave it like that. I got a heat shield, so whatever exhaust gases are gonna be coming out, the heat shield's gonna be pretty much catching it, or so I hope. But anyways, guys, I really hope you really enjoyed this video, and I hope you're gonna watch more of my videos. And thank you so much for watching. And if you got any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna help you guys out. And maybe your sprint is gonna be performance like this after this video, guys. Good luck with that. And God bless you, and take care of yourself. I did one more test and tried to basically drive to my lake over here. And as I was doing it, like, man, it performed like crazy. It just basically just keeps driving good and accelerating strong. But as soon as I got into this type of park, I noticed immediately that it was not like performing strong again like it was, which is unfortunate. Yeah, and I'm just kind of like adding this to the video, guys. So basically, guys, when I came to this park, I went ahead and shut my engine off because when I actually parked, it would actually go only to 3,000 RPMs. It was in some kind of limp mode, I guess, but the check engine light did not come on. And then I turned it off, turned it back on, and then it's going about 4,000 now. So there is some kind of wastegate issue, I believe, which is probably electronic, maybe something getting stuck every here and there, you know. It's something to figure out. So it's kind of like, on a rare occasion, doesn't always happen, but usually there is couple problems to the same type of problem. That's why you have to, like, a lot of times just keep figuring these things out until you really figure it out. At least you rule out the possibility that it's not the exhaust gases completely that's escaping. Sure, that really improved the turbo, because the faster exhaust gases could get out, the faster the turbo could spin, the faster your sprinter or your vehicle is going to be. But if that wastegate is not opening up and sometimes getting stuck for some reason, then of course that could be a problem. And I do think it's possibly a turbo mechanical problem with the wastegate kind of getting closed, because anything that sits for a very long time, and in this case this is already like 2 years that it's been sitting, problems develop. You know, stuff gets seized, gets stuck because they're not completely getting lubricated, stuff like that. And if you guys watch my videos in the beginning, you remember this sprinter was like white before, and when I actually tried to get it started, the engine would like not even rotate because I was sitting the whole time. And the only reason I was able to kind of like get the engine moving again, you know, like rotating, guys, it was completely stuck. It would feel like as if the engine is completely locked up, except I knew that when I parked it, it was completely driving, so it could not be locked up. Like, but if it was somebody else's sprinter, I would think their engine's locked up, and I would never trust them if they told me that it was just parked there and now it happened, because I had to experience that for myself, and you just never know, you know, with these type of things. But guys, my engine would not rotate, and the only way I was actually able to free my engine is to fill it up with the engine completely with transmission fluid, guys. I used some new fluid, some old fluid. I didn't care, and it doesn't matter what fluid you use for the transmission. But the transmission have cleaning agents in it, and it's good for lubrication and stuff. So I poured the transmission fluid inside and let it sit there for about a week. And after a week, my engine would rotate. Then I went ahead and just drained all the transmission fluid. It took me like 3 cans to, you know, fill it up. Like, man, guys, I had a lot in there. Like, I had over 30 quarts in there. Like, I have a lot. So when I poured it out, guys, then I was able to rotate the engine, and of course I put the right amount of fluid, well, engine oil, 10 quarts, and things were going good. But guys, that's the thing I'm saying, like, man, it was sitting, brake lines rusted out, I needed to change them, the alternator got locked up, and it's just these type of things, you know, they just need to start working, and possibly this issue is going to like resolve itself. But I guess one of the things that I can try is maybe try to go down there like towards the bottom and try to see if I could move the turbo actuator like by myself instead of having the lever move it, and see if it's moving easy or slow, if something's catching, you know, that type of thing, especially when it's in limp mode. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to throw this out there. Yeah, not a happy ending, but 90% happy ending for me. So take care, guys. Hope this helps.